Welcome to Outdoor Madness, everyone. As always, thanks for tuning in to another episode. I am Kerry Clark. All right, you guys. You know, I love bringing you guys, how do I say, let's just say different things to do, different things to see. But, you know, of course, it's all about the outdoors here on Outdoor Madness TV. So we are coming to you again from one of my favorite places, Paso Robles, California. But this time we're coming to you from, you see what this is? Bamboo. I love bamboo. So we are coming to you from Paso Bamboo in Paso Robles, California. So have you ever wanted to have, let's say, a backyard with a nice place to just get away and chill, kind of like the chill spot I built? Bamboo is one of the best ways to create like a screen, a privacy screen, and just to turn your backyard into a tropical paradise. But you have to know how to plant it, and you have to know how to care for it, but you also have to know where to get it from. And that's why we're bringing you guys this show. Just coming here and touring this place, it makes you feel like you're in Hawaii. It really does. There was a place that I used to always go to on the island of Maui called the Bamboo Forest. And that's exactly what this reminds me of. So we're going to talk to Javier. He's one of the owners, and he's going to tell us all about Paso Bamboo. Let's do this.
So throughout the farm, we have 8 different varieties of bamboo. This grove that we're walking through is Temple. Temple bamboo is the most distinctive bamboo on the property, in that we have short branches that are angled upright with long leaves. Everything else at the farm is going to be the opposite of this. Much longer branches, but smaller leaves. So you'll see the contrast in texture as we move on along forward. When we first started planting the bamboo in the early 2000s, we actually planted 40 different varieties on 4 acres, and after 2 years we found out what really likes Paso. Paso has triple-digit summers and then below freezing temperatures in the winter. So after those 2 years of kind of trial and error, only 8 of them survived and thrived. So even though we lost a lot of varieties, we found out what we could really thrive here. So those 8 varieties is what we still produce today. It gives us the ability to send our bamboo anywhere in the state of California without there ever being a problem concerning the weather. So our bamboo is rated down to 10 degrees on the colder side, and then right now we're in the middle of summer. We've had a couple triple-digit days, and you can see the bamboo is so happily green. This time of the year is exciting for us because we're starting to see new bamboo shoots. What's cool here is that you can kind of see 3 levels of development stages. You have this little guy here, just a handful of days old, and then this one up here, just a few weeks old.
Wow.
So all of the bamboo that you see here, whether it's a little one or a 30-foot bamboo, they all achieve their growth in a span of 2 months from breaking ground.
Wow.
So it's really impressive, whether it's a 3-incher or these smaller ones, they do all of their development in a span of 2 months. So you can literally see a bamboo shoot like this literally climb up your body within a day's worth of time. They'll go anywhere from about 6 inches to 12 inches of development.
Wow.
So once the bamboo is fully developed after that second month, they're done growing. So all the bamboo you see here is not going to get any thicker or any taller. And if it ever gets to a height that's not of your preference, you can always go ahead and top a bamboo wherever you like, and you stunted it for the remainder of its years. So you can always cater the bamboo's height to your preference if you like. We have bamboo as short as 14 feet and then as tall as 35 feet. So typically we kind of guide you to your preferred height, so just to minimize any sort of maintenance. So it's really nice right now because our bamboo essentially is multiplying. And you can see on these shoots, you can actually squeeze them and feel how how tender they are. But once you go to like one of these ones, there's no way you're gonna squeeze that. That thing is pretty firm.
Yeah, that one's nice.
So
and
it's pretty
firm.
fascinating how much energy these guys really put out into their development in such a short time frame to get these to the heights we're seeing them today.
We're walking into a spot right here. Now just imagine having this little spot in your backyard. This is kind of like a little privacy area that you can have. You can sit a table just right here. Not only that, but you guys, imagine having a jacuzzi right here. All right? You see what I'm saying? So the bamboo makes such a good privacy screen. So this is a circular one that they did. Just kind of go around and see. You know, and it's not a real big area. It really isn't. But if you know how to plant it, you do it the right way, it'll stay contained in the area. It won't grow into your neighbor's yard. And you can have such a neat private spot. I mean, this, to me, this would just be perfect to have a jacuzzi in here because it's just the perfect size. This is just awesome. I love it. Oh.
So these sheets right here, you can see it's the same sheet we see on this one and this one. We know the bamboo is fully done developed once the sheet flips upside down, and then you start to see the branches emerge. So maybe a little further along, we'll see it on that next stage of development. Okay. Want to come on along? Bamboo falls under two categories: running and clumping. All of the bamboo that we have on our farm falls under the running category. Unfortunately, the clumping bamboo, they just do not like our winters. They prefer more hot and tropical. So they either die off here or we have to baby them inside of our greenhouse. So we just grow running bamboo here. And our niche is really privacy. So if you have that second story window on a neighbor's side that overlooks into your yard, whether you have a pool or you're playing with your kids and you just feel like you're being watched or you just don't like your neighbor, bamboo is the best solution for that because of how quickly they can grow tall and how quickly they can dense up. And I'll show you a little sample installation we have around the corner. So inside of here, these are a demonstration screen. This is essentially what we do as a business with the bamboo, providing live privacy screening or walls to really give some shade, privacy, you know, hide from a neighbor.
This is what I like right here.
This is what we want on that one wall.
Yeah.
Recently we hosted a wedding here, and this was their cocktail hour, so they got to enjoy some shade in here in the late afternoon. But we have three different timelines here, or two I should say. This here is temple bamboo, and this was planted 3 years ago. We had 15-gallon sized plants spaced 3 feet apart. So you can see the development that we've achieved in 3 years' time. And then the L-shape that's behind us has an additional year of growth since we planted it. So this would be a 4-year planting.
Wow.
Same thing, 15-gallon sized plants spaced 3 feet apart.
3 feet apart, okay.
So we'll put a water emitter on the heart of each plant when they're 3 feet apart, and then we'll put a water emitter in between the plants. The water in between the plants is what encourages the bamboo to fill in, because the bamboo is just looking for moisture.
Oh, okay.
So if we set up the water in a linear fashion, they'll just follow that line right along the way. But this is the root barrier here. Bamboo roots only go down about 15, 18 inches down into the ground at most, the running varietal. So the root barrier is 30 inches tall, and we'll bury this about 27 inches down, and we'll like to expose about 2 or 3 above as a berm or as a barrier. Because sometimes the roots on these, here's an example. Sometimes they'll come up, feel the air, and then they'll come back down. So the border is just kind of a way to prevent that. If this ever happens and hops over and then goes back on the other side, you can always visually catch it, snip it, pull it out, and you've taken care of it.
Okay.
So on the barrier side, we dig a trench typically 2 feet in width by the 27 inches down. And the root barrier is just pretty much hugging the perimeter of the trench. There's nothing underneath to keep it contained because the bamboo only goes down about 18 inches down at the most into the ground. The root barrier is going down 27. So you have about 9 or 10 inches of that protection or caution or clearance that the bamboo is not going to sink underneath you.
Okay.
We don't want typically something underneath because if you ever overwater or if it ever rains too much, you create a standing pool and the bamboo can drown with all that moisture if there's no way for it to really drain and percolate down.
Okay.
As you look through the grove, you'll see that we're not seeing too much foliage or branches down below. What we're really experiencing is the forest effect, and that all the light is trapped in the top canopy. So the bamboo doesn't want to produce branching and leaves down below in the shade if they aren't ever going to be utilized for photosynthesis. Because otherwise it's a waste of energy to maintain that branch and the leaves without it ever being put to use. This is called yellow groove cricket stem, or the Latin name or botanical is Philostachys adisulcata. You get this nice kind of bend or crookedness along the bottom portion of the bamboo. Some are a bit more pronounced, some are a bit more subtle. You can see here.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
yellow groove, let's see if we can find a nice yellow stripe on these ones. These ones are a bit older, so it's a bit faint. On the fresher ones, it's a nice vibrant yellow. There's one right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see it right here. Oh yes, it's almost like it's got a groove in there.
It's a groove. So that's why
Yeah.
the common name is yellow groove cricket stem.
Okay.
It's a lot easier than going through the botanicals.
Yeah.
And then we'll show you in a minute, but these are the giant timber madake.
Yeah. These are the ones.
Exciting ones.
Yeah.
That is cool. That's what you want to make a house out of right there.
So take a look up here, Carrie. This is still a baby.
Whoa. Cool.
That's still a baby?
See how you still have the
Oh
points on
yeah, it's still going, getting taller.
it? So same timeline, 2 months from the moment they break ground to the time they're fully developed. It's
Wow.
impressive in 2 months what you could really achieve.
Whoa.
2 months. Man.
That's crazy.
So what's exciting is that every year now we're getting thick canes, but it took us about 10 years on these madakes before we got some hefty size out of them.
Wow.
So it took a while for them to really get going.
And it's called Madakis?
Madake.
Madake.
Yeah, M-A-D-A-K-E.
Okay.
Japanese timber.
Japanese timber. Well, there you have it, guys. Paso Bamboo in Paso Robles, California. We want to thank Javier so much for taking the time to show us around the beautiful property that they have out here in Paso Robles. And remember, if you guys have a spot in your backyard, if you want to set up a privacy screen from your neighbors, or you just want that tropical paradise in your yard, give Javier a call and he will hook you up. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and subscribe. And you know the story. I'll see you somewhere in the great outdoors. We're hiking through bamboo. That's what we're doing. This reminds me of Hawaii, man. There's a place on Maui called the Bamboo Forest. We used to go, my sister lived there. We used to go in there and hike all the time. It was like this, but the bamboo was just like,
Massive.
oh, massive. And you're just going through there and it's just like so cool.